Hi, I'm going to show you how to use our Vergo construction schedule for basement finish template. To begin with, we have task ID here. You can change or leave this as it is to your liking. Next, we have tasks. We already have predetermined tasks for you. We have project initiation and planning, rough build, drywall, paint and tile, and finishing. You can change, add, or modify this to your liking as well. Under contractor, here you could put the contractor that is in charge of the task. Next, you would choose the materials, what materials are used for that task. If there's no materials or no contractor, you can leave it blank. Next, we have labor and other costs and material cost. Here you would add any cost for labor. If it doesn't apply, you can leave it blank, and you can add any material costs here. If there are no material costs, you can leave it blank as well. This here will calculate the total amount for labor and material costs. Next, we have the start, end date, and the duration. Now, the start date is going to choose from the earliest start date that you have all in the workbook. So for example, we can add one here to 2/1, which is going to be the start date, just to give you an example, and then calculates how many days after this and this one as well. So if you want to say this task will last us 3 days, you can add a 3 here, and it will calculate automatically to 3 days after the date that you initiated here. So this calculates your first start date, and this one calculates the end date. So when the project will finish. This one here is the complete project, and each category has its own of when it will end and start. So the only one that you would modify is the ones in blank under duration and the start date. Next, we have the progress, which calculates the progress completed. This one up here, again, calculates the progress that's completed throughout the whole project. And then this calculates per each category. So if in this case, this was only at 50%, this would give us the average of the tasks, which is at 87.50% completed. If we've already completed that, it's going to sum it up or average to 100%, which is 100% complete. And the progress as well modifies. Next, we have who the task is assigned to. You could choose from the drop-down menu here. To modify this, you can click on the edit button here. Once you click the edit button, you can choose to change the color and change the name to your liking. If you made any changes or once you make the changes, make sure you click on Done, Apply to All, and then click on X next to Data Validation Rules. And then at the end, we have a section for notes. In the next tab, we can go to Materials. This is where you can keep track of all the materials and the cost per each material that you have used for the project. In this case, we've used as examples the items, pipes, door handles, paints, and toilet. This is where you would put the product image, the store link for the product or the item, which category it belongs to. In this case, pipes would be plumbing. You can modify this to your liking. We've already added some predetermined ones for you. If you want to add it or modify, you can click on the edit button here, add or change colors. You can add or remove items as you like. Once you've done, make sure you always click on Done, Apply to All, and X next to Data Validation Rules. Here you would add the unit cost, how much the specific item costs. In this case, we've added as an example $50, the quantity of the items that you used, and then the total cost will calculate the quantity plus the unit cost. And then at the end, you have a space for notes and the project plan, which would be here 202, 203, which you can get from the task ID, what it belongs to. So in this case, the materials, pipes belong to project plan 202, 203, which would be 202, 203. That's where the pipes will be used. We've used this as an example. Then at the end, we have another section, which would be for contractors. This is where you would keep track of any company that you work with for this project. Your plumbing company, your electrical company, your painting company. You can replace this with the actual company name, the type of company they are, or the type of work they do, the phone number, their email, their license number if you have it at hand, and any notes that you would like to place as well. And that's how you would use our construction schedule for basement finish template.